Alright, today we're going to be making pancakes, starting with the wet ingredients. First, tablespoon, half a tablespoon. We have to put butter, and we have to scoop butter with both of these. Make sure they're full. Put it in there, put it in the microwave, make it melted. This is the butter I use. Mostly because it's the butter that my mom can eat because it's dairy free. But you could use whatever butter you need to use or you have. Don't mind me. I washed my hands before doing this. I'm not disgusting. The butter's out of the way. Now, we put this. Okay, there. Yeah, it's good now. Now, the microwave. Put the butter in the microwave for let's just say you put it in the microwave for 35 seconds. It should be melted. If it's not, put it for another 30 seconds. But while that is melting, we have to go get the milk out of the fridge. Go get the milk out of the fridge. Milk. Hot. You see? The butter. The butter is not fully melted. So, you see how the butter isn't fully melted? That's when we put it into the microwave again. Or forget when I said 30 seconds, put it for like 10. If it's not melted the first 35 seconds, put it for another 10 seconds, and then it should be fully melted. Hopefully. It is not. Just put it for another 30 seconds. I'm gonna put it for 20 because I already put it for another 10. But if it's not fully melted on the 35, you put it again for 30. But just remember that. And it's pretty hot. So if you have a rag like this to take stuff out of the microwave, then that's pretty good. So the butter is melted. Now we need a 5-cup milk. 5 cups? I don't know where I'm gonna find 5 cups. I don't even know if that exists, but we'll figure it out. This is the solution. 1/8 cup, and I'm just gonna do 1/8 cup 5 times. 5. There. Back in the fridge the milk goes. Grab a fork or whatever you like to mix with. I like mixing with a fork. And basically whisk the butter and the milk together. It should turn out like that. Okay. Now for the dry ingredients. So we move this aside and pull out the bowl. I'm gonna put everything in. So for this, we have to start with the base, which is 3/4 cup of flour, which I know for a fact that I have. So 3/4 right here. Flour. Where's my flour? Right here. Okay, the flour. Yeah, a tiny bit more for good luck. Because you don't have to follow instructions to the T. It's about your preference. That's what my mom taught me. And we have the sugar. We need 1 tablespoon of white sugar, half a tablespoon of white sugar, correction. And this is the one I use for the butter. So I'm just gonna rinse it. I'm gonna rinse it. And then I'm gonna scoop the sugar. Like I said, you don't have to follow it to the T, so 1 more for good luck. There. Let's put the sugar back. Now we need 1 3/4 of baking powder. Do I have baking powder? It's baking soda. Yes, I have baking powder. Baking powder. Well, apparently I don't have a 3/4, so I'm just gonna use the 1/4 3 times and the 1 tablespoon. Because apparently I don't have a 3/4 for the teaspoons. 1 time. And 3. 3 times. There. That goes to the dirty pile. It's off the screen so you can't really see it, but that's going to go into the sink later. There. Now, we need 1/8 a teaspoon of salt. I don't have a 1/8 teaspoon. Swear I saw it the other day, but apparently I do not. Is it in the dishwasher? No, it is not. So apparently I don't have it. So I'm just gonna do like 2 pinches of salt. That's the compromise. So 1 pinch, 2 pinch, like that. And that's it, right? I did the flour, baking powder, the white sugar, the salt, the milk, the melted butter. Oh, missed one more thing. Let's move the dry ingredients aside. Bring back the wet ingredients. I forgot an egg. Now, again, we mix. Be like that. Now we bring back the dry ingredients. Okay, now that the dry ingredients are back, now we mix. I grab a whisk this time instead of a fork. I just use this fork for the dry ingredients. Wet ingredients, because I had to break up the eggs. The dry ingredients. Just in case, put a tiny bit more flour. Okay, off camera, I put a tiny bit more flour, so I'm remixing it. Okay. Now, you grab the wet ingredients. You put the fork aside, put it in the dirty pile or in the sink. This is all the things that was in the dirty pile. Now I'm putting it into the sink. That's where it's supposed to go. This is all the cups I didn't use. I just like bringing out all of them so I can just grab which ones I need next, which is easier for me. So put these back into the cup drawer. So now that we have the dry ingredients and we have the wet ingredients, gradually pour the wet into the dry. So then you could mix it, and slowly but surely you can get the batter that you want. And keep mixing. You see, the texture isn't supposed to be like this. So that's why I say you don't need to follow the instructions to the T. So we put a tiny bit, well not really a tiny bit, we put a decent amount of milk in there. Since I'm not using pancake flour, I'm using regular flour since I ran out of pancake flour. And originally, I was gonna make pancakes, but now I'm just going to make hold on, make sure it's all really mixed up. There. If you want, you could put some chocolate chips in it. That's what I'm gonna do. If I have any. Do I have any chocolate chips? I don't think I do. I don't have any chocolate chips, so it's just gonna have to stay plain like that. And now, you put this back inside the sink. Now we're gonna move there to that open cabinet. In this open cabinet, I have, where is it? My waffle machine. I have my waffle machine. All right. And every time you saw me walking off the screen, it was because I was getting the cups out of here. But now we're coming back to the drawer, to the desk. Scooper. Now that we have the wet ingredients, we grab this. It's already clean, which is good. We plug it in and wait for it to heat up. Surprisingly, I don't have any spray for it, so we're just gonna have to use a bit of this cooking oil to make sure it doesn't stick. I put a bit too much, but it's out. I put a bit too much, but it's fine. You know what? I'm just not gonna use the scooper. I'm just gonna. And then when that turns green, it's gonna be done. So we'll be back. All right, so it just finished. So we are going to grab a butter knife. As you can see, it's perfectly good. So we're not gonna put as much as I did last time because that was way too much. But we're just gonna put a bit like that so we can cover most of it. Make sure to move it so it covers some. And now we're gonna do the same thing again. This should be able to make 4 waffles, and if not 4, it should make 3 at least. It should make 3 waffles at least. This is how the first waffle came out. It looks really good. I want to eat it right now, but I have to wait. It says it's done, but not yet. It's not the type of golden brown that you want, so you have to wait a couple more minutes. So we'll be back when it's golden brown. Okay, I'm back, and it should be the golden brown that we want. It is. So we grab the butter knife again. And make sure we grab it. It's not as perfect as the last one, but it's a waffle. So we grab. I almost forgot to put the oil on it again. That's how desperate I am to eat. I'm hungry. Yeah. The recipe I just did would make will make 3 waffles and 3 pancakes, considering if you want to make pancakes. I like pancakes better, but I'm hungry right now since I didn't eat breakfast yet. I wake up late, so I woke up around 2 hours ago. 2 hours? No, I woke up 1 hour ago. It's actively 2 right now. So I wake up at 1 and I made eggs, which I didn't make a video on because everybody knows how to make eggs. But yeah, I'm starving, so I didn't eat the eggs yet because I automatically made the video for the waffles. Yeah. Okay, we'll be back after that waffle's done. Okay, the waffle is the golden brown that we want. Well, that I personally like. And then heat. Take that tiny little piece of waffle out there. And unplug it. And boom. Hold on. Just pick this up because it's squishy hard. And boom. All 3 waffles. Perfectly fine. I made 3 waffles, not for me. I made 2 for me and 1 for my brother. So that's the end of the video. Bye.